Making all that racket.
Racket? What do you mean by a racket, huh? What do you mean by a racket?
Oh, God damn mosquitoes!
Oh, well, Anopheles quadramaculatus. Well, you can tell by the jaw structure.
Oh.
Close the window! Do you want them to eat us alive?
Oh, can't imagine why it was open in the first place.
Ramon Navarro collected Renaissance paintings. Were you aware of that? And you say you were in the movies. What's wrong? A flaw in the furniture?
No, mosquito.
They just don't make furniture the way they used to. No, sirree.
Your husband was not nearly as good as Beethoven was.
What?
This chair is mine. Actually, he wasn't nearly as good as Haydn either.
Haydn? Who's Haydn? Haydn from what?
Joseph Haydn was a composer. Miss Stein is trying to say that she feels that he's a better composer than Mozart.
What?
Why do you always hold the chair for her? At our meetings, you always hold the chair for her. Why? You're as good as she is.
No, I'm not. She's a queen.
Oh, shit. Well, for Christ's sakes, one of you help me with this thing.
All right, I'll help you. Ay. Maybe a little to the right, huh? Popoli.
I swear one of these days I'm gonna break that goddamn thing in half. I mean, what right has she got dragging it in like that to other people's rooms like that? I mean, what right has she got?
This isn't your room.
What?
I only meant to say that.
Do you think this is right, huh?
Well, but
Now,
it does
a bit
tend to create a problem of space.
You bet your big cookies it does.
What I meant to say is it's much her room as it is your room.
Ah.
Oh, you make it. Bacon goat.
In the name of King Charles VII, and with special mention to Catherine, Margaret, and Michael, without whose assistance this could not be possible, I honor you for the nobility and selflessness of your act.
Thank you.
Well now, where to put it?
I'll tell her.
Again! Oh! Sorry. Sorry.
And yet she wonders why she's never invited me there.
I said I was sorry.
It's suicide with her around, nothing less.
Twice it hit me on the head.
Look, I said I was sorry, didn't I?
Now look, honey,
If you haven't gotten rid of that overgrown machete by tomorrow, I swear I'm going to take it and I'm going to wrap it like a scarf around your goddamn neck.
Well put.
Said I was sorry.
You know, twice it's hit me on the head.
Well, what do you expect? She's out of her mind.
Joan, you know, I wouldn't tell a lie, so believe me, that pig is enormous. Better off you left it somewhere else, huh?
No.
Oh, maybe if we got her a smaller one.
No!
Twice it's hit me on the head and hard.
Well, what do you expect? She's out of her cotton-picking mind.
Joni, listen to me. Joni? Oh, you know what? I don't think she's in there.
Now you know why they're friends. Listen, honey. It's only a piece of wood.
Don't care.
I swear. If it weren't for the fact that I bust my hand, I swear I'd hit her right in the goddamn face.
Joan! Joan, darling, listen to me for a second.
Joni, you be a good girl for a moment and listen to Amelia, huh? She's got something very important to say. All right, go ahead.
Joan.
No!
Never give it away. Not give it away, honey. Put it away. In storage. No one's going to take the thing.
Twice it's hit me on the head, right here and hard too.
Believe me, Joan, it's a very dangerous thing. You go there when you don't handle it right. It's a weapon, an absolute weapon.
Don't care. It came with the armor, so it stays with me. It's mine. And you can't have it.
Joan.
Nor can you tell me what to do. So,
I don't know. I just don't know. To me, it's one thing that she is out of her mind, but does she have to be such an idiot as well?
Afternoon, ladies. Oh, sorry, I'm late. Perhaps we should draw the shapes. Also, check the door. My pleasure, then, to announce that the 6th annual meeting of the duly elected Grievance and Sunday Governing Committee of Wing 5, Women's Section,
Hail for the women's section!
may now hopefully commence. The secretary will read the minutes of our last meeting. Judy, if you please.
The meeting was called to order at the usual time. All being present for the meeting, which was called to order at the usual time, in order that those meeting at the usual time in order to meet at the usual time might meet at the usual time, and thus be meeting then, and be a meeting then, and a usual one too. And thus, the meeting, having been called to order at the usual time, all being present for the meeting which was called to order. Joan of Arc died in the dark.
Gertrude Stein can't write a line.
The meeting was called to order. Madam President.
Minutes approved. After all, there are more important things to discuss than your silly minutes.
You tell her, honey.
Objection!
Oh, Gertrude Stein looks like a swine.
Madam President.
Just wasting time, just wasting our good old
Ladies,
time.
please.
Oh, imagine Anopheles quadrimaculatus. You know, they've given the Nobel for less than this.
The meeting was
They've
called
been
to order.
approved.
Gertrude Stein is doing fine.
I have here in my possession. And as for you, Pearl White, we'll get to you in good time. Movie stars.
The meeting was called to
They've
order.
been approved. Miss Stein.
Gertrude Stein is doing fine.
Joan of Arc died in the dark.
Miss Earhart, the floor is yours.
Oh, Susan B. Anthony. Who is Susan B. Anthony that she can rap her gavel and make women be like men? That is quiet. Rap. Rap. Rap.
No, not there.
Guess they're still hiding.
The sun has fallen again. No.
I am Amelia Earhart. That is to say, I am Amelia Earhart. And I want to get out of here.
Yeah.
One of the main reasons for this is the fact that I'm not insane. In fact, I'm not even exceptionally neurotic. I'm simply Amelia Earhart, and I want to get the hell out.
Where do you want to go, honey? The South Seas.
I'm growing old in here.
Darling, none of us is growing younger.
All right. Check the records if you like. It's all down there. I'm not lying. July 2nd, 1937. That's the day I cracked. July 2nd, 1937. Go on, check the records if you like. Why should I lie? Look, my plane is still out there. Shouldn't that be proof enough? Well, true. They've turned it into a playground for lost children. And true, it's not the plane it used to be. The valiant, gallant plane it used to be. But still, that shouldn't matter. The shape of it should be proof enough.
Absolutely.
If you don't believe me, ask Fred Noonan. Yes, ask my trusted Frederick. Over there, behind those formidable walls, they've got him prisoner too. Well, go on. If you don't believe me, send someone over and ask him. Ask him what my name is and where I used to live so long ago. Ask him if what I say isn't true. Stop laughing at me! Stop laughing at me! Stop laughing! I really am telling you the truth, you see. I really am Amelia Earhart. And I'm growing old in here. Are we to assume that Miss Earhart, are we to assume that Miss Earhart would have us believe, that Miss Earhart would have us believe that we are not whom we think we are? But I really am Amelia Earhart. That's the terrible thing, you see. I truly am.
Yeah.
Then who am I?
Charles VII.
And Leon, Scott Fitzgerald,
Stanley and Livingston.
Abraham Lincoln.
Johann Sebastian Bach.
Yes, and all that is so. Who is she if not beautiful Isabella of ancient Spain?
Christopher Columbus, maybe.
Who is she? Who is she?
I don't know.
Amelia Earhart is a dear heart.
The chair recognizes the noted hunter, Osa Johnson.
Explorer, honey.
I meant explorer.
Yeah, right. So I've got a letter here from a Mrs. Neo-Sabalris in room 82, and she says
We know
that...
what she says. She says it every year.
But I...
Mrs. Neo-Sabalris looks like a walrus.
I really don't think, Mrs. Johnson, that it's necessary for us to go into this matter again. And I say that only because to discuss her problem would be the effect to do nothing but waste our time. To quote, if I may from memory, Mrs. Neo-Sabalris, "The dilemma of my life is that I'm convinced I've never been born." Well, as we all know, not 2 months ago there was obtained, through the efforts of this committee, and a certain handsome young doctor, a bona fide birth certificate proving beyond the shadow of a doubt that Mrs. Neo-Sabalris had in fact already been born. Now, of course, it's possible she may want more proof, but that I think is a little pushy. One birth should be enough for anyone, and since she's had it, I say the lady has no more problems.
Except, of course, that she's stark raving mad.
Madam President?
The chair recognizes Joan of Arc.
Joan of Arc died in the dark.
Gertrude Stein is fat! That's why she looks like a swine.
The chair recognizes Joan of Arc.
Well, here's the problem. What's to be done about my voices? See, they are bothering.
Objection! Oh, that is to say, I don't know much about these things, you understand, so I suppose
No,
I shouldn't talk.
out with it, honey.
I think that this is the sort of thing that the committee can help you with, is all. I think that this is the sort of thing that you must work out for yourself, is all.
But you see, I didn't expect help. I don't think I even really wanted it. I just would have appreciated some, guidance in the matter.
Joan of Arc died in the dark. Joan of Arc died in the dark. Joan of Arc died in the dark.
Johnny, I'll make you feel better. I'll put on some music, yes. We'll make us all feel better, yes. Oh, maybe some Mozart will calm us all down, yes. Yes, just a little Mozart. Calm us all down. There you go, Johnny. See? You'll be better already. Oh, it's Mozart. Oh, okay. I love your music.
Well, how are my lovely ladies on this fine day? Getting along well, I trust. You must keep the windows closed, girls. I have told you this, and many times. Yes, many times.
Sir? Come on.
Now chin up. All three of them. There. Now where's that lovely girlish smile? No, not the itty-bitty smile. I mean the big, big smile. There, you see? It's all better. Now, just what do you suppose I'm going to say? Well, this is what I'm going to say. If you nice ladies can't behave yourselves, you'll never have another meeting. And you know what that means? Well, first, it means that you will never again be allowed to make suggestions to us about things you think should be done or improved or looked after. And it also means that all those lovely ladies who elected you to this nice committee and placed in you all their hope and trust, yes, it means all those lovely ladies will then hate you forever. Well, now, having said my little piece, I think it's time you got back to your little meeting. I'm sure there must be just all sorts of fine things you've set your hearts on accomplishing today. Hello? It's not too stuffy for you in there, is it? Oh. Well, carry on. And remember, decorum is the word. Spell it as it sounds.
Cigarette.
Thanks. Cigarette.
Thanks.
Cigarette. Thanks. Cigarette.
Thanks. Cigarette. Cigarette.
In Borneo, they never heard of Barrymore or Calvin Coolidge. Martin showed them movies.
Till one day our projector broke. That's when they ate our cameraman. I don't think that was very nice.
I was browsing through Mechanics Illustrated the other day.
My pants are getting rusty.
And it said the French built the French.
Oh, don't like the French.
Well, it said the French.
They let me down, they did.
Well, it said the French.
No, don't like the French.
Well, it said the French built this new train that goes 90 miles an hour. Now, steam locomotives, or puffing billies as we used to call them, well, they only went 20. 90's much faster. Doesn't leave a person nearly enough time. Why, there I'd be, flat on the track, just starting to slip out of the ropes when clickety-clack!
Get it! Get it!
Things are much too dangerous nowadays. I think I'll stay right here, if you don't mind. Right here is home enough for me.
My pants are getting rusty.
A riddle. If Pablo still ate pablum, and Ernest were more honest, would Alice still feel malice? That's the riddle. That's my riddle.
Oh, to be married to Mozart, oi, 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 what a life that is to live. A man like that, imagine, a genius, a goat, and my husband all at the same time. Well, I'll tell you, there are not many women in the neighborhood as lucky as that.
You know, sometimes at festivals, the natives would eat their friends. No, we were told this was an honor. But Martin and I, we just never made friends that easily. That's just the way it was with us.
And while we're at it, what's to be done about my voices? Yes, tell me that.
Oh, I loved Elizabeth Cady. Elizabeth Cady loved me. When she was nearly 80, Sweet Cady still loved me.
The hell with my voices! What's to be done about my pants?
Susan B. Anthony. Who is Susan B. Anthony? Who is Susan B. Anthony? Who is Susan B. Anthony?
The right to sleep is given to no woman. You gave me those lines, Trudy, and the mother of us all. Marvelous play, I think. The right to sleep is given to no woman. Yes. Yes, Trudy, how pertinent those lines are, even today.
Yes. Just ask Fred if you don't believe me. Ask Fred Newman. Captured during the course of the crash. His Amelia was a really good pilot. Not much of a navigator, but a really good pilot. Yes. Yes, you just ask Fred.
I hate. You know what I hate? I hate cigarettes without matches. That's what I hate. They're so, they're so.
You're absolutely right, darling. Smoking's just not the same thing. You can't have smoke.
One of the main troubles with a suit of armor, which one rarely thinks of, is it's rather hard to tiptoe around it. Just thought I'd mention it. Don't know why.
I'm gonna break that goddamn piece.
Susan B. Anthony. Who is she, Susan B. Anthony? Who is she?
Well, out with the old business, in with the new.
I have here in my possession the record of hostile occurrences kept as requested by our president, Miss Anthony. January 4th, 8:15 a.m. Miss Marianne Sweet Turnback of room 721 reports definite sensations of belligerency directed toward her while sitting at the breakfast table eating her 32nd bowl of porridge. As a result, vomits into it. When asked who was sitting with her at the time, she replies, only the cook. Conclusion, source of... Oh, God. Belligerency. Unknown. February 12th, 3:21 p.m. While singing something called a madrigal. Madrigal?
Madrigal.
What's a madrigal? Oh, it's this little song.
Go on with your report.
Madrigal, or the Music Appreciation Society of Ward 6, Mrs. McGraw and Mrs. McBurner report definite feelings of homicide. Oh, that's murder!
That's right.
Oh. Directed toward them. As a result, cease singing at once. Homicidal feeling later verified. Verified?
Validated.
Validated.
Go on with your report.
By their accompanist,
Piano player, honey.
Miss McFacton! Though strangely enough, denied by those ladies of the Music Appreciation Society who happened at that moment to be sitting in the room. What's a madrigal? April 3rd, sometime around noon. Miss Amanda de Workenwick Alston Cartwright of Suite 823, 824, 825, and 826 reports definite sensations of hostility. Oh, I know what that is!
Oh, you bet your sweet ass you do.
Definite sensations of hostility directed toward her while collecting money for her annual Whitsuntide pageant. Miss Alston Cartwright rightly concludes that since Whitsuntide is a religious event, this hostility could not have emanated from any of the women she'd solicited money from, which, as usual, was everyone in the ward.
Yeah, and it left me without a penny.
Well, it's a lot better, honey, than whatever it was that left you without a brain.
In short, then, these reports all prove that no source can be found from the various feelings of hatred, hostility, jealousy, belligerency, and revenge known to exist. The source must come from outside our ward, or in other words, the men's ward, which none of us have ever seen and therefore most likely.
Oh, a good report.
I helped her with it.
No, you did not.
Ladies,
Gertrude Stein drank too much wine.
What I want to know is why I didn't we get to the report sooner? It is, after all, what we're really here for. To save our lives, I mean.
Before they attack.
Which could be any minute
But
now.
most likely will occur at night.
Dead of night.
It's just incredible.
I beg your pardon.
I said, it's just incredible.
What's incredible?
All of this nonsense.
The floor is now open for Miss Earhart.
How do you know they're going to attack?
This is a matter of survival, Miss Earhart, not a matter for jest.
Then tell me how it is you know the men's ward is going to attack.
Miss White's report just explained it to you.
I couldn't follow its logic.
What?
Are you trying to imply, Miss Earhart, that our lives are not in danger?
I am only implying, Miss Anthony, that if they are in danger, then perhaps it's due to someone or someplace.
She's just wasting our time. Don't listen to her.
Right. The meeting will now continue. If there are any other... Miss Earhart, would you mind very much not grinning at me like that?
So, no one's going to answer my question.
Will someone please answer Miss Earhart's idiotic question? How do we know the men's ward is going to attack?
We simply know. That's how.
We simply know.
Well, I trust that answers your question.
Oh, yes. Yes, thank you. Indeed it does.
Besides, my voices have been telling me for some time now, they've been telling me, Joan, fix your pants. They're getting too rusty. And they've been telling me, Joan, any day now, it'll all be over. The attack will come.
Joan, let's go sit down. Let's go sit down. Take this. Here, I take this for you. I put it in a safe spot right here. Safe and sound. No harm will come to it, right? There. That's all. It's all good. All good.
All right, ladies, what are we going to do?
Attack first, I say. Strike while the kettle's boiling, as the cannibals used to put it. Get 'em while the going's good.
But would that look right?
It'll look a damn sight better, honey, than waiting on our asses until the men's ward attacks us.
But what I mean is,
What she means, forgive me, dear, what she means, I think, is that if we attack the men's ward first, unprovoked, so to speak, wouldn't we lose a lot of privileges as a result?
Exactly. Like bowling, for instance, which is something that is very dear to me.
Laugh if you like.
Or our annual Christmas party. We'd lose that, I bet. And I love that party. I love Christmas.
Yes, and what about our movies twice a month? I bet we wouldn't see any.
It's just incredible.
We lose a lot of things that way, I'm afraid.
Yes, Mrs. Johnson, I'm afraid we would.
And I'm afraid you do me an injustice. I've no intention upon attacking unprovoked.
You don't.
But how?
You see, I've spent my whole life among wild animals. And when you do that, after a while, you get to love them. And when you do that, honey, you don't like to kill them unprovoked. You don't like to kill them, how shall we say, for the fun of it. You don't like to kill them for the trophy. No. Mother Nature and Mother Necessity alone both pull the trigger on your gold-plated elephant gun. When you kill for either of two reasons. You kill because you're being attacked. Tigers! Let's say, or you kill because you're very hungry. You get the points. Now, I say it's no good to wait until we're not strong enough to wait until the men's ward attacks us. So, that is, of course, unless you feel like dying in the process. Which means we're the ones who got to do the attacking. But I also say it's no good to attack without sufficient provocation.
Which would mean we'd lose a lot of privileges, right?
Right. Therefore, what we need is sufficient provocation. And here's how we get it. We get it through hunger and thirst. The second of the two justifiable reasons for killing, which I've found. And here is the gist of the plan. For the next 3 days,
we will refuse all food and drink offered. And then, on the 4th, we will, with God on our side, invade the men's ward and eat them. Then afterwards, drink their blood.
The proposal is now open for discussion.
A question. Do I assume correctly when I interpret Miss Johnson's proposal as implying, or better yet, presupposing that we, how shall I say it, kill the men first?
Madam President!
The chair, in an effort to maintain parliamentary order, will assume that Miss Earhart's question was raised in good faith. In which case, it interprets Mrs. Johnson's proposal, and stop me please, Mrs. Johnson, if for some reason I'm wrong. It interprets Mrs. Johnson's proposal as suggestion that we, yes, kill them first.
It would be rather difficult, wouldn't it? It would be rather difficult, wouldn't it, if we were to do it, well, the other way.
What's your interest in this, honey? Having some fun?
No fun involved. Just curiosity. Just a writer's curiosity, that's all.
The proposal is open for discussion. Ladies? Mrs. Mozart, yes.
Well, first of all, let me say that the most important thing about this plan is that it's at least a working plan. It's a place to begin. And God knows that is just what we need. Nevertheless, I do think there are some problems inherent. First, it's not by a long shot what I would call kosher meat. But then again, I'm more reformed than orthodox. Really not all that bad. Second, it's all those big men over there. How do you expect little women like us to finish them all? What I mean is, what would we do with the extras?
Why, we wrap them up, of course, and eat them later.
Miss Earhart, may I remind you that there's not much time left, and we can't afford to waste that time on your little jokes.
I'm afraid, though, that she does have a point. Not you,
Amelia
fool.
Earhart is a dear heart.
Mrs. Mozart, believe it or not, is the one who has the point.
I thought I did. Well, don't leave us in the dark, for heaven's sake. What is it?
Well, the point is this. While it is quite true that we'd never be able to eat all the men, but obviously would have to kill them all, those dead but left uneaten would appear, I'm afraid, to have been killed for the fun of it, and not the necessity. But in other words, the uneaten would become our trophies. And we'd lose our privileges after all. Madam President, ladies, my plan is no good.
Well, I say, you can't have a moose head on the wall? A good man will do just fine.
Well, any other ideas? Girls? I don't think I need to remind you that the matter is urgent. Girls? Our lives are at stake.
God, it is just incredible. whole thing.
What to do about Columbus? That is what concerns us most. Ferdinand is a bitch. We don't need Aragon. Columbus is the thing. What to do about Columbus? That is the thing. Oh well, not that it'll reach India, for India lies east, not west, as every school child knows. But a new world may lie west. And if it does, you can bet that fat idiot will find it. Never sailed before in his life, you know. No knowledge at all of navigation. In fact, terrified of the sea! Well, that's the sort that's dangerous. Land ho! You can hear him cry, his boat run aground in the night, and most likely on some lovely palm-sheltered beach. Land ho. Captain, says his first mate softly, I think we'd best repair the ship. In the morning, Columbus descends to see what it is he's run into. Finds 400 bare-breasted maidens drinking coconut milk and cries, "Curse my luck, this isn't India." Yes, curse his luck. A new world found. A new world for us to deal with. And oh my God, here we are. Queen of Spain. And not yet figured out what to do with this one. Well, I knew we'd find a way.
Oh, you mean?
I have a plan.
Oh,
yes.
we're gonna live!
If we are, then mark this. Our living will depend on swiftness of action and commitment to the cause. It will depend on strength, on silence, and on sacrifice. Our living will depend on you.
Oh.
Ladies, I know. How sad it is that times such as these do not lend themselves to lesser problems, and those problems to easier solutions. It is a difficult era, this one in which we live.
I trust the secretary got that down.
The meeting was called to order at the usual time.
It's time for the plan. Better go back and get it all down too. We mustn't have the minutes incomplete. All set, honey. Fire away.
No, don't like the French. You let me down, they did.
Well, here is the plan.
And you be a good girl, Amelia. This is a matter of life and death.
Well, since, as you all know, we cannot afford to attack the men's ward first, yet, at the same time, and for obvious reasons, cannot afford to wait till they attack us. The only thing to do, clearly, is make sure there's no attack by anyone. In other words, to ensure our safety, ladies, we must make the men believe we are stronger than we really are.
You mean bluff them?
Well, I prefer to think of it more as frighten them, if you see what I mean.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I see. Clear as day.
Ah, Miss Earhart. If only you could know how thrilling it is to me as president of the committee to know that there is amongst us one as perceptive as you. For the benefit of those others, however, not quite as fortunate, and I must in all honesty say I number myself among these, I will now take the time to explain more, try to make my plan a little clearer. Amelia, my dear, please try and bear with us. Ladies, what we must do is kill someone. Kill someone! Ladies, I don't mean kill one of them. I mean... Ladies!
My pants are getting rusty!
Ladies, please! Be patient for a minute, please. Now, just think of this. A body, for argument's sake mine, let us say sent in the dead of night, arriving at the men's ward first thing in the morning, our signatures attached. Well, I ask, would that be a warning or wouldn't it? Would that frighten the men's ward or wouldn't it? Would that be a show of strength, a show of power, of intention, or wouldn't it?
Actually, with all those signatures attached, it might be rather impressive at that.
For God's sakes, Amelia, this is no time to joke around.
Furthermore, if that didn't work, we could send another one in the afternoon, then perhaps another the following morning. Oh, yes, they'd soon get the point. They'd soon realize that they could be next. Well, who shall it be?
Oh, I thought I heard you suggest yourself.
That was just an example. Ladies?
Joan of Arc is the one.
Yes, I second that.
Gertrude Stein will now be mine!
Well, then I will change my vote to Pearl White.
That's better.
Well, look at Mrs. Mozart. She'd do better yet.
Yeah, Mrs. Mozart. Teach her to make all that racket.
What do you mean by racket? Look, I think maybe we should put scissors.
Osa Johnson! Let's kill Osa Johnson. Let's all kill Osa Johnson.
You come near me, and
Osa Johnson, let's all kill Osa Johnson.
I'm gonna wring that little blonde neck.
Get her.
Their cheeks were from to Gertrude's back. Osa Johnson. No,
Do you mean that no one is going to mention poor Isabella?
Isabella.
So she does hear.
Ladies, my vote, for what it's worth, goes to Miss Earhart. Nothing personal, darling. You understand.
That's a good idea. I like that idea.
No, wait a minute, all right? Just wait a minute, okay? Hold on.
Dear, please, try and understand. It's for the cause. It's for our lives. Self-sacrifice, you see, is the only way. So help us just this once, won't you?
Now, hold on.
All right.
No, hold on! No, hold on, Isabella, please!
Maybe we're gonna do it the hard way. It's fun.
I knew we'd find a way. Plan.
I've always wanted something just this soft.
So we'll send it over in the morning. Signatures attached. First, though, I must get my gavel fixed. Seems a little weak. Needs a little fixing.
You know, I knew it would be just this soft. I've always wanted something just this soft and something to cover my chest.
Wolfgang, I hear you calling. Of course, I see your point, but surely you must try and understand ours. Wolfgang, please, my lover, don't be angry with me now. You make my whole life so happy. My little Wolfgang.
It's Amelia. It's Amelia.
Yes, it's Amelia.
Amelia's the one who's missing.
Listen for a minute.
There she is.
Listen for a minute, Wolfgang. Will you ever forget the day you began Don Giovanni? I remember I touched your hand that morning. For some reason I didn't know then, but then when you looked at me with those eyes of yours and I saw it, my own two eyes, then I knew. And I said to myself, oh, my Wolfgang, my Liebchen Wolfgang. I said, today is the day you will begin Don Giovanni. Oh, what was that? Oh, no. Get in the shower. Oh, they know. There's a dog.
Sleeping, huh? Well, I can't say I blame you. It's been a long day. Curious day. A curious day this has been. From the moment I woke up, there was something in the air, like those women outside, for instance, lined up in their rocking chairs and just laughing away. Well, they've done that before, of course, yeah, but just laughing away. What is it they play now? What? Oh, yes! That the sun is gone forever, and now there will be only night. Look at the moon, they say. There isn't any tonight, I say. And the way they say in those strange voices of theirs, go and check and you'll see the clocks have been broken. Well, that can be explained, of course. Someone at the clocks, no doubt. Though God only knows why. But the way they say in those curious voices that they don't need the clocks anymore, that they just seem to know the hour anyhow. And then they grin, and then they laugh, and they rock back and forth in those chairs. Though, yes, their eyes really are the thing. The lights were down. A bulb, I guess, had broken, and their eyes were like cat's eyes. They seemed to be glowing in the dark. Ladies. You must keep the windows closed. You must keep the windows closed.